Buffalo Trace Distillery, mash bill number one blind between this Buffalo Trace single barrel store pick from Adelphia Wine, East Brunswick, New Jersey, with this Eagle Rare from the Sazerac House in New Orleans. 7 to 8 years, 10 years old. Single barrel store pick. We're going to consider this a batch product, even though it's from the Sazerac House. So, is 2 years of age, 2 to 3 years of age, an automatic win? Not necessarily. I've done this blind before, and I've had mixed results. I've done something very similar with a store pick from Buffalo Trace and a regular Eagle Rare, and in one case, the Buffalo Trace won, even though it's younger. So every blind's different, every single barrel is different, and you can do sometimes the same blind and get different results. In this case, I want to see if this store pick, single barrel, gives it more of an advantage, makes up for the less age, or is this a 10-year just going to win? Let's pour them up, mix them up, and get started. Okay, so we have these poured up, mixed up, have no idea which is which. Didn't really notice much difference on the color, then maybe slightly, but I didn't notice it offhand. Again, this is the Buffalo Trace mash bill number one. They're low rye mash bill. These are both 90 proof. And Buffalo Trace 7 to 8 years of age clear. This is 10. Very similar on the nose. Maybe a drop more in this one, but let's determine the all-important taste, which always is the decision maker. Cheers. Cheers. Okay, did a couple of back and forth to save camera time. We'll do one more time on camera and may have an idea which is which, although it is close. Okay, well, I might have thought this one had a little more on the nose, but it was so close. I think I'm getting a little bit more fuller flavor, a little richer flavor out of this glass. So just basically based on that alone, I guess I would say this is the Eagle Rare. And it is. Okay, and it's the same order. So this is very close. Okay, so yes, when I just had Eagle Rare on its own, if I had to not do it blind, I would always say I think the Eagle Rare is a little more refined, a little richer, a little more sophisticated. But it's a little bit more full of flavor and just a little bit more put together. That would be just my normal statement on Eagle Rare. In this case, doing it blind, I'd notice this has a little bit more flavor. So that's what the giveaway was. I said maybe a drop on the nose. I could have gone either way. It's really the taste, and it's not a blowout. So I've done this, I don't know if I've done this 10 times, but I've done this a few times. I probably have 50-50. It's not always this result. In this case, the 10-year Eagle Rare is the winner. Not by a lot, even though this is a store pick, but I've had results where the Buffalo Trace beat the Eagle Rare, almost as many times. Usually those were store picks, typically not the batch. But in this case, this is a store pick, really good. I don't know. This has the Sazerac House label. It's not it doesn't have the sticker like that does, but I don't recall. Maybe it is a store pick. A single barrel, but I know it's from the Sazerac House, so I can't say that. But in any event, in this case, the Eagle Rare 10-year wins, but by no means is it a blowout. And this Buffalo Trace store pick, it's right there. Probably, maybe my guess would be that this would have been a little bit more, even more decisive here with the regular batch, but you don't know that. And anyway, Eagle Rare 10 for the year. Now, the last part of this is the cost. Recently, it's kind of coming back to the way it used to. Buffalo Trace in my area originally, when I first even got into whiskey, was like, $28 to $31 in New Jersey. And then the price just got stupidly crazy. Didn't see it. I saw it for 70 once. Now it's starting to be more available in more stores, and I'm starting to see it not necessarily for 28 to 33, but I do see it sometimes for 34, sometimes for 39. It's more available now. This is just, I see it for $90. This is ridiculous. This I got for $45 in New Orleans, Louisiana. When I see it the few times I do, it's $90 or something like that. It's crazy. So for availability right now, it's this one. This I got as a store pick, single barrel in East Brunswick, Adelphia Wine. But I guess at this point in my area, the Buffalo Trace is more available. and at a better price. But for today, Eagle Rare 10 is the winner. Cheers.